Alright, we had a look at a lot of bad USB hardware options, but what if you don't have any hardware at all? Maybe you're still waiting on the package, maybe you're not sure if you want to purchase something. Can you learn the theory, the basics, learn scripting, and just experiment a bit without spending money on hardware at all? And the answer is yes. Someone made this little Python project here. I will link to the GitHub page in the description below. And this is really cool. It's super simple. It converts Ducky script, so the bad USB script we will be looking at in this course as well. It converts that into a Python script. This is the GitHub page with the source code, but they also got a website you can find here. And it works basically like my Duckify converter. You enter your script up here. So let's go with the usual example. Wait 5 seconds and then just type hello world. All right. And then you click convert. And then in the bottom, you get a Python script. Now, to run this Python script, you of course have to have Python installed on your computer. So if you haven't already, head over to python.org, go to downloads, and there's already a download button you can use to install Python on your computer. Python is a programming language, but you need to have it installed to run Python scripts. And yeah, so just download that. And when you're done, open the installer. The installation process is very self-explanatory. I already have it installed, so I won't go through everything. But I do want to mention that please don't forget to make a little check here. So add Python to path. If you don't do that, then you might have troubles finding Python in the command line, which is required for the next steps. So make sure you tick this little box and then just, install it. So since I've already installed it, I can go ahead and copy this converted script. And I open a text editor and paste the script in here. Now I'm going to save this file and save it wherever you want. Just make sure that you give it a proper name. So for example, helloworld.py, and make sure that it says all files here so that it's actually saved as a .py file. Oh yeah, I already created one to test this, so I'm just gonna overwrite that one real quick. Now I have my Python script saved. The only thing left to do is run it. You can open the folder and then press Shift and then right click. This will give you 2 extra options here, and one of them is open PowerShell window here, which we want to do. And now we have a terminal open that's already in the correct folder. Now, if that doesn't work, then you can also open a command prompt, for example, by pressing Windows R and then entering CMD. And there you have a command prompt. But now you have to go into the same directory as your Python script. For me, this would be documents. You can autocomplete by pressing tab, by the way, projects and Ducky2Python. Now I can do the same thing. But I already have the PowerShell window open here, so I'm going to close this one. And now to run the script, I simply type python3 and then the name of the script, which is helloworld.py. Again, I press tab to autocomplete, then just press enter. And yeah, I get an error. Why do I get an error? Because we haven't installed the auto GUI. We need to install that. So what we got to do now is pip3 install and then the name of the package. All right, once that is installed, we can again type python3 helloworld.py, run our script, and I'm going to go into a text editor. There it is. That's pretty much all that's to it. As you can see, relatively simple. You gotta have Python installed though, and if you're familiar with the terminal, then that helps a lot too. But once you know these steps, then you can easily make your scripts here, convert them, and just run them on your computer locally instead of relying on external hardware. Now, another great thing about this is that you don't have to care about the keyboard layouts. They're just not a thing. It's all in software running on your computer directly. So whatever keyboard layout you're using, it doesn't matter. If you develop like large, complicated scripts, then at some point you gotta have to test them on actual hardware with an actual bad USB. You can't just test everything in software. But yeah, for starting out, this is a great option. I am considering adding this to the Duckify converter that I showed in the DigiSpark tutorial. So yeah, it would help me a lot if you guys let me know in the comments whether or not this is helpful for you. Are you using this tool? Do you think this helps? Have you encountered a problem? Try playing around with it a bit. I would be really interested to learn whether or not this is useful for you. Um, because that would show me if I should maybe invest some time adding this to my converter tool and maybe improving this, giving it more functionality. But yeah, just wanted to show you that in case you don't have hardware yet. And I hope this helps out a couple of people here that are still waiting on their hardware. Okay, thanks for watching this lesson and see you in the next one.